Hi, YouTube family. It's been a while since I made a video. December 2nd, my mom, she passed. She died of COVID. Other family members and we all came down with the virus as well. And dealing with a loss of a mother and having to deal with fighting the COVID virus, it was hard. It was really, truly hard. But God is good. God, He allowed us to prevail. Out of, I believe, maybe 7 of us who came down with the virus, the only person who made their transition was my mom. And that's, in another video, I'll probably talk about what got us through the COVID, because I really believed at one point that I was not going to make it, as well as sister, my older sister. We turned everything on over to God, and He brought us through. He brought us through, and I'm so grateful. I'm so, so grateful. But back in December, when when I was dealing with the COVID, something was given to me by the Spirit. So I don't see visions like some people. I don't dream dreams like other people. Mine come through feelings and hearing. And when I say come through hearing, it's not like a audible, like a human voice, but it's something, I can't even describe it. I'm sorry, I wish I could, but I can't. I just know when I hear it, what it's saying to me. And well, what the Spirit told me was winter is coming. And when I heard winter is coming, now this is back in December, so you know winter's coming, right? But when I heard it, it was as if the Game of Thrones, that, whenever it mentioned winter is coming in the HBO programming, Game of Thrones, it meant something so significant that the people, the humans, would have to fight these frozen demons. These, I think they called them White Walkers, and they were ice. They were demons made of ice. So when I heard winter is coming, I didn't know how to take it, because I'm thinking, yeah, winter is coming. What I thought in terms of, and I knew it had to be something important, because the Spirit's just not dropping something, in your spirit that's, not significant. But when I heard that, I was thinking in terms of, we're going to have a bad winter. We're going to have a horrible winter. And I was thinking in terms of, we may have to, shove ourselves out of our houses, basically. That's what I was thinking. But I never know what the Spirit means when He is giving me something. So I didn't know how to take that. But then again, I was thinking maybe some things are going to happen this winter. So, well, that was back in December. I should have made this video a long time ago, after, I started getting better, but I didn't. And then this thing in Texas, with the weather conditions, the snow, the loss of electricity, the issues with water, and the issues with food. I mean, there were a lot of things going on in the state of Texas, And I was thinking, well, maybe that's what the Spirit was giving to me. But for some reason, it's just been heavy on me, heavy on me, and heavy on me, heavy, that I needed to make this video. And it was as if make this video before March. Make this video before March. So it is February 28th, and I'm making this video, and I'm going to try to get this video uploaded by March 1st, March 2nd. But something's coming. I don't know what it is. And if you look at my first, I think it's my first video, the very first one, it's a 3-parter. I didn't have enough, I guess, battery life to try to do it all in one sitting. But I talk about how the Spirit told me in 2019 that 2020 was going to be a year. It's going to be something else. 2020 is going to be something else. So you need to prepare, get right with God. And that's what the Spirit was telling me of October. It was around October of 2019. And lo and behold, we have the COVID. And then when I was telling people, I was telling my family, I was telling, friends, associates, get yourselves right with God. And not knowing that I was going to lose my mom to COVID. So because the Spirit was heavy on me, or is heavy on me, to make this video and get this video out, that tells me something is coming. I don't know what it is, but the COVID, that's just the beginning. I'm sorry. It's just the beginning of what's going to occur. It's just going to be event after event after. Let me read something to you. And this is out of the Bible, and it's Matthew 24. And yeah, let me go ahead and start Matthew 24, and I'm going to start at the first verse. And it says, Jesus speaks about the future. As Jesus was leaving the temple grounds, his disciples pointed out to him the various temple buildings. But he responded, "Do you see all these buildings? I tell you the truth. They will be completely demolished. Not one stone will be left on top of another." Later, Jesus sat on the Mount of Olives. His disciples came to him privately and said, "Tell us, when will all this happen? What sign will signal your return and the end of the world?" Jesus told them, "Don't let anyone mislead you, for many will come in my name, claiming, 'I am the Messiah.' They will deceive many, and you will hear of wars and threats of wars. But don't panic. Yes, these things must take place, but the end won't follow immediately. Nation will go to war against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world. But all this is only the first of the birth pangs, with more to come. Then you will be arrested, persecuted, and killed. You will be hated all over the world because you are my followers. And many will turn away from me and betray and hate each other. And many false prophets will appear and will deceive many people. Sin will be rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold. But the one who endures to the end will be saved. And the good news about the kingdom will be preached throughout the whole world, so that all nations will hear it, and then the end will come. I'm sorry. Okay. So We are currently in the birth pain. So I've never had a child, but I can only tell you what I've heard and what I've seen. But when a woman's about to give birth, or actually when the baby is about to come into the world, the woman starts to have, some pains, labor pains. They don't start off normally. I'm sure there's some cases where, the woman will like, oh my God, but it seems like in most cases, they don't start off very strong, but just enough for the woman to notice that there's, something happening. And then as, it progresses, it gets worse and worse and worse until the woman has to give birth to that child. She can't hold that child any longer. That is where we are at. We are in the birth pains. Maybe we started the birth pains a long time ago. I don't know, but I know the COVID was one pain that everybody saw and experienced. So, get yourselves right with God. Get yourselves right with God. I know in one of the videos I mentioned that I was going to try to stay away from the spiritual, but you know what? God is so good, and God brought me through that COVID. And he speaks to me. He doesn't talk to me often, but when he gives me something, obviously I need to get it out. So something is coming. There's more to come. So get yourselves right with God. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. And draw close to God.